NartOutHere showing tricks from the PGL Major Stockholm. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel, like the video, and leave a comment. I greatly appreciate your support. But before I show you the tricks, I want to introduce you all to my new sponsor, GG Predict. It is a CSGO analysis website to help improve your game. It is free to try. I will put the link below in the description and comment section. Here's a clip explaining more about the services and ways GG Predict can help improve your game.
If you play CSGO, you gotta try ggpredict.io. It's a training platform to analyze and better understand how you play and what mistakes you make during your counterstrike matches. Then effectively train those aspects that need improvement. You can use it to improve literally every aspect of your game: team play, nades, pace of your game, or your aim. It not only analyzes your game in so many aspects, but also lets you train on the platform thanks to personalized training plans. How? GG Predict's AI knows exactly what you need to do to become a better player. Each week, you automatically get tailor-made trainings made by the best CSGO athletes who work with GG Predict. It's easy and fun, and you can train right on GGP servers and get all the data from your trainings analyzed. Simply connect your Steam, Faceit, or eSportal account and get your matches instantly analyzed by GG Predict. We almost forgot, if you're playing just for fun, that's great too. You'll love our social features, which allow you to compare with your friends and finally check who really is carrying the team.
Flit smokes Moto next to half wall. He aims between the woods, then jump throw. This smoke covers Moto, but as you can see, it doesn't land deep like the other Moto smokes do, so be careful as CTs can go through the smoke and are closer to A site if they pop through it. Flit, crouching next to coldzera box, throws a one-way smoke off single. However, James walks in the way, but it still works out. There's going to be a gap for him to still see short where he kills two Spirit players, and him and James shut down Spirit's A split. Here's what the smoke would have looked like had James not blocked it. Flit throws the same smoke, however this time against Vitality. It still lands the same, leaving the same gaps. This time around, Flit is going to be on top of coldzera box, looking over the smoke. However, he won't find anyone till the end where Shox is killed in sight. Here's what the smoke looks like from short in the round versus Spirit, where Flit is on the ground. You can spot his legs, but he's still difficult to be spotted. Here's the angle from short side, where Flit is on coldzera box versus Vitality using the same smoke. As you can see, it can be very difficult to spot him. Mouse nade stacks the window jump up area from short. BMouse will first delay Sharks with a molly inside window, then him and Rops will throw their nades over apartments after the molly ends. Keep in mind the insanity lasts around 7 seconds, and they wait a couple seconds after to allow the Shark players to jump up into window before throwing the nades. The nades do about 150 HP of damage to 3 of the Shark players. This is going to help set up Mouse to win the round later on. Let's see how to throw these nades. BMouse mollies window at the start, then he's going to fall back and gets on top of the barrel short. Remember, you're timing this with your teammate, waiting a little bit after the molly ends to allow the opponent to get close to window. So in this round, BMouse threw the molly at 142, it ends at 135, then he nades at 132. BMouse runs 2 steps forward, then jump throw. Rob stands in front of the barrel next to the hay cart, aims at the wires here, then he's going to run 2 steps forward and jump throw. Kicker throws a nade onto the top steps below window. He's going to aim above this roof, runs a couple steps forward, then left click throw. The nade cuts Rain's life in half. He knew somebody was close because he heard FaZe through the second mid flash to peek the corner. Attacker flashes mid from Big Pit. He's next to the wood, aim here, then jump throw. The flash sets up somebody to peek mid and kills Tessus before being traded. From Tessus' POV, he was already pushed up, so he got flashed for about half a second. Shush on the other hand gets blind for 1 second, and then the last player down gets blind for about 1.5 seconds. Renegades uses the CT boost that Dexter and Mouse used a while back against G2. It's cool to see them use this boost against their former teammate Dexter, and they kill BMouse with it. From BMouse's POV, he is not expecting this angle as he turns the corner. Movie Star Rider showing a nifty little boost here on the ledge in front of Oranges where Alex can see backside. He won't spot anyone, but somebody is there peeking the opposite side and won't spot them boosting. Alex will then get on top of first Orangers where he's clearing sight and then jumps down and trades his teammate by killing Soli, who's on CT boost. Then he's going to turn his attention to New Box and kill somebody. Soli, the boosted player, definitely wasn't expecting a terrorist to pop out of Oranges to trade. Movie Star Riders using a CT setup Tyloo used against Heroic where they played 2 inside logs. The purpose of this is that once the first player dies, the other player hiding on the opposite side will hopefully go unchecked, which happens here with Alex. Tyloo had killed Mopez and then the player car, and they think for sure they have B, But little did they know Alex is still on banana, flanks them and kills both players, setting up movie star riders for their 14th round. Heroic are retaking A's site and Cadian towards long is gonna smoke in front of Moto, then molly pick pit. He jumped to look for the window where he used that as reference, but you can see the molly goes a little too far and it doesn't cover the whole pit. Cadian needs to be a little bit closer to the wall, jump and look for the top right of the window, then run one step forward and left click throw. This is a pretty forgiving molly. Even if your molly doesn't spread to that area, if the T's see a molly coming that way, they're most likely going to move out of position. Keto smokes big pit by positioning himself in front of the mailbox, aims as shown, then left click throw. This smoke forces Rob to his big pit to move towards mini pit. Lucky goes for a peek second mid at the start of the round, then falls back where he crouches and throws a smoke off the wall that leaves a gap to the right where he spots and kills Magix. Magix sees Lucky's legs but can't spot anything above that due to a smoke that gives him cover. Device after killing Rops is going to throw a similar smoke. He underhands his smoke, then peeks a gap to the right and kills Acor. From Acor's POV, it is hard to spot Device's upper body and head. Lucky throws a deep mid smoke from CT spawn and Dupree will use this smoke to cross into boiler where he nades window to mask the sound of his footsteps as he is running and pushing to T apartments where he flanks Banana and kills Drop. Yuri was the second mid player this round and he plays passive. He hears the nades and thinks nothing of it, as you can see. Serato throws 2 second mid flashes which blinds the Astral second mid players, which allows Yuri, who smokes mid and pushes into boiler, to be unspotted as he rushes apartments and peeks second mid, killing 3 Astral's players who would not expect him to be there. You saw Yuri look down to the ground as he crosses, which will make him not as visible as he crossed window. You see from this view that had there not been any flashes, Yuri's head might have been spotted by Astralis. Plopsy throws half wall retake nades from top first, then he and Linus nade stack mid banana because the other most common nade stack is behind half wall, so they gamble here that Mouse will play further back and or boost on logs to peek over the smoke, and their nades do good damage onto them, so let's see how these nades are thrown. Plopsy aligns himself with the end of the jug on top first oranges, and for the half wall smoke, aim at this corner, then left click throw. He follows up with the car molly aiming here, then left click throw, and then for the nade he's going to aim at the black mark, then jump throw. Linus on the other hand goes towards corner and throws a standard nade over the half wall. Post plan on B site, Rez boosts his Device behind new box where you can see over it spotting CT. It's gonna work out because Device only has 2 HP and he puts himself in a good position where Mouse needs to hit a headshot to kill Device, and Device is able to kill B-Mouse before dying, which will allow Rez to take his gun. Mid round, Team Liquid retake Banana. As they're doing so, they're gonna rush Banana with a coffin and CT smoke. Fallen throws a coffin smoke position with this mark on the wall mid, aims here, then run jump throw bind. I'm not going to show the CT smoke as it is the standard one thrown from outside T-spawn. Quick tip is that if you're playing on top of cold, that you need to be careful looking into the wall towards short because your gun could be seen through the wall, which Dexter is going to be able to spot Lucky's op through the wall and then he's going to kill him, leading to a 1v3 clutch. Inters drops a nade for Hobbit CT at the start of the round, and Hobbit takes advantage of both nades. The first nade he throws as NIP is coming in does really good damage, then he follows up with the nade for the bomb plant and kills the planter. Both these nades will help secure them win the pistol round. Shush at the start of the round heads into boiler where he mollies window, then he will follow it up with a nade long haul towards the T-stairs side where he aims at the light, then left click throw. This nade does really good damage onto the 3 G2 players. Buster from Brum is going to throw a decoy off the wall that bounces to behind half wall and it hits Cadian, which lets VP know that Heroic in a possible 3-player CT setup, which then they'll go towards A. After throwing bracket control nades from window balcony, Flit's going to go inside apartments to spam anyone holding above porch. These walls aren't spammable unless you have an op. The area that you could shoot through is the windows, which Flit kills Refresh, who is holding top porch. Over the next couple of days, I'll be posting extra tricks that I wasn't able to fit in my previous trick videos or this current trick video here. So you'll be able to find those tricks on my second YouTube channel, NadesOutHere, or on my Instagram account, NartOutHere. We've seen CTs flashing mid from A to support the mid players, but here we have the opposite, where Ykinder in mid flashes over the wall to A to support his teammates to shut down Team Spirit's A take. Astralis were playing a double cave setup and Pain execute B. Cave gets smoked out. Zifnix is going to get boosted into the box and he's able to see over the initial and the resmoke where he kills Hardzao. Zifnix is only able to spot towards pillar and top ramp. From Hardzao's POV, he's unable to spot Zifnix. Lucky throws the top ramp retake smoke on B. He will position with this back wall near the stairs. While standing, aims at this black mark on the wall, then left and right click jump throw. Pain Gaming are on eco with Safi saving his off from the round prior. He goes towards lane and his teammates will boost on the platform where they're going to do a triple boost to get Safi on top where he can see towards long stairs where Lucky is holding and kills him. Lucky behind stairs is holding bottom ramp. He doesn't know that this boost is possible and gets killed. In an earlier round, Pain Gaming do the same boost and you'll see Safi is able to see towards site where pillar is. At the start of the round, Omnek uses the edge of Big Box to get on top where he has an off angle peeking main and kills Nikodas, who was not expecting Omnek to be up there. I haven't covered this speedway to mid flash yet, but you all probably seen it by now. Get behind the wall, aim at the sleeve, then you're going to left click throw. Here Na'Vi use it in their CT pistol to stop Heroic's mid take. Most of the time it is used on eco, and then sometimes you'll see a B player hold his flash at the start of the round to support mid in case the T's come out fast. Cadian smokes temple from mid. He's going to position with this wall, aims as shown, then left click throw. Heroic uses this smoke to split A through donut and main as it blocks out vision from any one temple to hold main and donut. Cadian is out in the open throwing this smoke, so make sure house and donut are smoked off before throwing it, or have control, and or cover the player throwing the smoke. Stound smokes long from lane. He stands next to the bricks that's sticking out, aims at the bottom right corner of this brick, then jump throw. Tessus smokes house from yard. He stands next to the rocks, aims here, then jump throw. The smoke lands perfectly inside house. Depending on how the B door smoke lands and blooms, you could boost to C over it to see some parts of ramp, which Electronic and Simple do here. Simple is able to spot down and kills him. At the start of the round, Rainy is going to hit not one but two wall bangs on each side. First he smokes off lamps to give him cover to allow him to spam the walls, which he does here first with the left wall and kills Nikodas. Then he turns and spams the right wall and kills Xiphon. In a later round, Rain mollies instead of smoking to give him cover as he's going to spam the right wall and kills Xiphon, who's mid. I didn't know this wall bang extends towards mid where the T's come out, and that's gotta be very frustrating to be killed like that. Hooksy smokes CT from Donut Tunnel. He will aim above this brick, then left click throw. What's nice about this smoke is that you're not exposing yourself to tempo when throwing it, as I see some teams throwing it on the fly. Buster will boost James with an op behind long stairs at the start of the round where James is able to see down ramp and he kills Tessus. In a later round, VPR and Eco, and James who had his save AK will get boosted in the same position and he gets a kill into refresh. Heroic execute B and long gets smoked out, and James stays on the boost and he can see over the smoke where he kills Tessus. Heroic are retaking B site and Refresh is going to molly Ninja from inside cave, however he's going to forget the jump throw. Here's what it looks like had he jumped through the molly. Alright, so you're going to get inside this corner here, aim above this plank, and then jump throw. This molly will cover all of Ninja. Cadian throws a smoke off the right doorway as he is leaving house. The smoke lands near left cubby and the purpose of this smoke is to give the CTs cover had the T's rushed out mid early on. The CTs can play around the smoke. Here we're going to see the smoke into play when Ykinder pushes window and he tries to kill Refresh falling back from mid, but the smoke gives Refresh cover and Refresh is actually the one that kills Ykinder instead. Another team that likes using this smoke is FaZe Clan. Yabby is going to smoke main from CT spawn. After mauling mid, he's going to go back to CT spawn, gets inside this corner, aims at the corner of the top roof here, then jump throw. This smoke is probably good for a retake smoke too as well if you have to retake A site. Acor throws an A main lurk smoke from outside main. He will align himself with this X, aims here, then run throw. This smoke lands front boost and Robs tries to lurk out with it, however he's going to get killed. At the start of the round, James goes for the apartment peek towards Van and kills movie star's opper Sampayas. He then smokes and throws his op down to go retrieve Sampayas' op, so movie star riders can't recover it. What a ballsy play by James. He is able to throw the op away, and to add insult to injury to movie star riders, he even kills Mopes. Entropic are executing on the A-bomb site, and That's is playing triple. He's gonna throw a flash off the wall behind him that's gonna blind the entry fragger Nickelback, leading to an easy kill for That's. INS tries to smoke bench from apartments. He will position with this line, aims in the top middle of this window, then jump throw. The smoke's gonna land near triple, blocking off the right side. Had INS aim a little bit more to the right, then it lands on bench. Crad smokes window from apartments. He's gonna position with this shadow, aims where the antenna meets the wire, then left click throw. This smoke will allow Forrester to get out mid without having to worry about a player inside window. Nickelback throws a self-pop flash underpass from window. He's next to this brick wall, aims here, then walks one step forward and underhand throw. Nickelback will then jump out window after the flash pops and kills both Hunter and Nico who were flashed. Refresh is playing close mid in this off angle that's gonna catch James by surprise. James, coming around the corner, does not expect anyone to be in this angle and gets killed. Heroic take A site and Nico's gonna fall back to CT spawn where he gets on top of the Humvee by jumping onto the corner. Cadian pushes CT and doesn't spot Nico. Nico kills him. Cheeky angle by Nico. This kill will help G2 win the round, leading to an eco. Boomich throws a one-way smoke Ticket by crouching behind Ticket, aiming at the corner, then underhand throwing. He gets on top of Ticket afterwards and he's able to see over the smoke and he kills Inters and Shiro. It is very hard to spot Boomich with this smoke. Rob smokes CT from the gap in the stairs, breaks window, aims right at this vent, then jump throw. The other 4 players will rush mid to B on this pistol round. Rob Smith throws the smoke as it does leave a gap to the left, so all you gotta do to fix that is aim more to the left of the vent. Crad throws a smoke that lands B site, blocking off default from spawn. He breaks windows, stands in front of the orange beam, then aims at the middle of the plank and jump throw. As you can see, if anyone's playing back site, they won't have vision on stairs. Nickelback is going to smoke right side gen on this top platform. He's going to aim at this part of the white, then run throw. Crad with a cheeky position once he gets to the bottom ramp, he will go towards the yellow platform, which allows him to have a one-way to peek over the bottom ramp smoke where he kills Fallen. From Fallen's POV, he won't be able to spot Crad because the nade also makes it hard for him to be spotted. Crad will pull off the same move against Gambit where he goes to the same position and he's able to see over the smoke edge and kills Nafni. Nafni does not spot Crad. Nafni has a nice position early into the round. He makes his way around Crane where he's on the top ramp platform. He waits to see if anyone goes through the smoke, which you see here. Elian is boosted and he won't spot anyone, which he communicates with Forrester who pushes through the smoke and Nafni punishes him for doing so. Nickelback flashes ramp behind sandbags. He aims at this part of the Y, then left and right click jump throw. His teammates will peek out the flash that blinds Hobbit, netting a kill for Forrester. I always see teams having issues trying to boost players onto wood. You often see players trying to jump onto the booster's head and messing up. Here Yekiner and Buster have a pretty easy and efficient way of doing so. Yekiner is going to look at the ground, jump onto the mid plank that's sticking out, and then he's going to stand up, and Buster, who was on top of the plank wood, jumps onto Yekiner, then onto wood, looks sideways as he doesn't want to show his gun through the wood. After smoking left bomb site, James is going to flash Ivy. He will position with this line on the ramp, aims at the top of the yellow above this bar, then walks 1.5 steps and underhand throw. The flash will blind Shiro, assisting the kill for Kicker. Snappy smokes suicide at the start of the round. He gets towards the back wall, aims as shown, then jump throw. This smoke will block vision if any T's were to spot the cross. The T's boost won't be able even to see over the smoke as this smoke covers the whole area. You could use this smoke to push up mid or to tunnels without being spotted. Device is going to throw the safe smoke, however he's going to wing it off this top of the wood here. It's a forgiving smoke, so you could throw it on the fly. I prefer this smoke rather than Snappy smoke because it lands much faster. Ensis Opera Hades is far away from mid, so he's going to pass this off to Snappy to go for the mid peek, which when Snappy jumps down, he's going to get to the right wall, which is the best position for T to peek mid as it is elevated so he's able to see more. He's going to tag Twist Crossing and then he's going to give the op back to Hades. Brokey coming out of spawn is gonna throw a smoke off the wall as he is running. This smoke will land near Xbox. The smoke gives cover for him and Olaf to come out door where Olaf boosts Brokey to peek behind the smoke, and it acts as a one-way, however he won't spot anyone. He's gonna then get on top of Xbox to get another view and then falls back afterwards. One tip for T's on Dust 2 is practicing the boost. If you can get the boost to be in sync like this and not waste time jumping on the ledge and then down or waiting for your teammates, then you are maximizing the boost to its full potential to do it fast to spot and or pick the cross. Hades does miss a shot here, but you can see how efficient the boost was in this round. You've probably seen the hinge smoke thrown by Zaibu from the fence near spawn. Here I'm showing simple throwing the hinge smoke. Using the op 2x zoom onto this mark while crouched, then take out your smoke and jump throw. This is going to lead into my next clip of Elijah's hinge smoke without having to use an op. Instead, he's going to use the console command CL_show pause space 1. GoTV messes up the measurements. I'll show the correct numerical values after this clip. Elijah's going to stand in front of the wheels on the fence, crouches, using the console command CL_show pause space 1. Gets the numbers he's looking for, then he's going to jump throw. So here's a clip of Stiko throwing the smoke, and you can get a reference from the numbers that he is using. Shout out to Stiko. Make sure to check out his YouTube channel where I've linked up here. He makes really good content.
Actually, fucking book, man.
Big have long A control and advance to A with cross smokes. Dexter, after hitting a 1D into Tapston, will throw a lurk smoke ramp. He gets near the boxes, crouches, using the tip of his smoke grenade, aims as shown, then left click throw. His smoke gives him cover, allowing him to walk through to ramp, where he gets behind the smoke, and he catches Tizian by surprise. However, runs out of bullets to kill Keto. Definitely should have got 2 kills here. Searson's gonna drop his Molotov and shoot it to his teammates for them to use. This is a pretty cool move coming from Searson. This allows him to focus on the cross while his teammates can Molotov in front of the site. Sir's gonna Molotov double doors at the start of the round. He is going to aim in the middle of Suicide here and position in the middle of Suicide, jump up on the ledge, run 2 step forward and jump throw. Michu throws the same Molotov, but the reason why I'm showing this clip here is because just because you Molotov double doors does not mean the CTs can't push mid still or tunnels, which Kerrigan delays pushes here, but he takes damage doing so. Had Kerrigan pushed earlier, Michu had a really bad spawn, so he probably takes less damage. Omrak has a really good mid spawn here where he's going to jump down and just throws a basic left click throw towards door. Lackey pushes tunnels and half his life gets taken away from this Molotov. The tip here is to not have a bad spawn to throw this mid Molotov because the CTs with the best spawns can easily beat it and won't take much damage or no damage doing so. But you see here, Jax had a really bad spawn to throw the mid Molotov. The player pushing mid takes no damage, and Nickelback who pushed tunnels only takes 13 HP of damage. Ideally, you want a good mid spawn to throw the Molotov, and the other part is that you want the Molotov to spread into lower tunnels, which Apex's Molotov does here, and it does so much damage to the 2 Navi players pushing tunnels. Here is Apex's POV, and as you can see, he has a good mid spawn. When he jumps down, he aims here, then left click throw as he is running. The Molotov spreads into lower tunnels, punishing the Navi players pushing. Hampus pushes tunnels and kills Inters who wasn't expecting the push. Shiro had went long A this round to go for the peek. The tip here is that as T's playing on this new Dust 2, you need to be wary of the push at all times. I made a video on all CT pushes from the PGL majors shown up here, check it out. I've shown Hobbit throwing this defensive smoke in one of my previous trick videos, but he winged it. This is for when teams are going up long A. This is the set lineup where he crouches in the middle of the barrels, aims at the bottom of the wall, then left click throw. The smoke will give Hobbit cover, and it works really good because the T's are looking towards site as they come up ramp, where then Hobbit has to jump onto them. He gets flashed and he's able to fall back to behind the smoke. Inters takes the silencer off his M4A1S and plays inside the cubby. The reason behind it is that he doesn't want his gun sticking out. Here you can see that his gun can't be spotted, and he's going to hold his trigger discipline as Big come out and get 2 kills off of it. With the wall being added in T-spawn, some teams are having players jump spot from Suicide for info, which Spinks is going to spot the mid push, which he relays his information to Diha that sets him up for the 1 deke. One potential problem that you can run into jump spotting is CTs can easily peek door and kill you, which ZywOo does here on matches. The same thing is going to happen in this round. Jax is going to jump spot door and Elian easily picks him off doing so. Astral is going to opt to use a nade to cross door to B, which allows their players to have an extra smoke without having to expend it to cross. Even with the update, you can still get picked off crossing door, and you're taking the chance of doing so if you don't use any utility to cross. To throw their nade to pre behind this box, aims at this wall here, then left click throw. From Elian's POV, he can't spot any players crossing due to the nade's explosive smoke. I've also seen a lot of pro teams throw a HE nade at the door, which I don't have a clip here. You can see the nade lasts pretty long here as a smoke, and it's going to give you plenty of time to cross. Robs from CT spawn throws an outside yard one-way smoke that lands towards the T crates with a strafing jump throw. To throw the smoke, Robs will stand next to the crate, aims as shown, then he's going to strafe to his right without moving his mouse until he hits this beam here, then jump throw as he is running to his right still. The smoke will land on top of the smaller bin. Core, who's inside Big Garage, has an op, is able to see the T's legs if they were to push past the smoke. You could throw the same one-way smoke from outside main. Frozen will stand next to the door, crouches, aims at this line, then stands up and jump throw. The smoke will land on the smaller bin, giving Frozen a one-way smoke as he spots Diha's legs when he tries crossing the red. From Diha's POV, he is unable to see Frozen and gets killed. At the start of the round, NartOutHere gets a quick boost from Hooksy to get on top of the bin to peek over Glaive to kill Keto crossing into secret. Magus throws a one-way molly past red where he positions after the big shadow, aims at the bottom of the blue, then jump throw. Team Spirit crosses secret using the cover of this Molotov, which makes it hard to spot them. Chopper behind the Molotov spots and kills Demao. From Demao's POV, you can't really see Chopper too clearly. Flopsky inside lobby smokes Mustang for NIP's upper execute. He aligns himself with the blue, aims at this part of the wall, then left click throw. The purpose of this smoke is if any CTs were playing Mustang, then they would get smoked out and they wouldn't be able to see anything. Note, you're not able to spot the player inside the smoke, so make sure you're clearing Mustang as the smoke fades. Apex is going to boost ZywOo into credit card from behind it, instead of having him going up to Unbreakable to jump up top, something I did not know that you could do. From up here, he is able to see over the smoke, however Apex is the one that gets the kill. At the start of the round, Simple mollies T blue by standing next to credit card. He aims here, then jump throw. This molly delays the T's if they want to go fast yard, otherwise they can go through it and get punished for it. Heroic are on Eco and Shush is near the hut entrance with a Zeus. Fast forward to Amra coming out hut and he gets zapped. Shush will recover his Mac 10 and Heroic will go on to win this round. G2 throw outside smokes and Stown is going to throw a molly that acts as a one-way for Tessus inside secret. Stown will aim here, then left click throw. Tessus will peek behind the molly but he won't spot anyone, and then he gets mollied out and has to fall back. This molly could also delay the T's from pushing into secret, but it's mainly used as a one-way. Here's what the molly looks like from outside red. As you can see, you can't spot Tessus. Renegades throw L smokes and PKO will go towards credit card to take advantage of the gap in this smoke where he spots and kills INS before being traded. I've also seen other pros in this major pull off the same move as PKL. Everyone should go check their smokes to see if it leaves a gap in this area. Naked's vent drops at the start of the round and he's going to go towards Decon, and as he is opening the door, his two teammates lobby will spam hut and door to mask the noise of the Decon door opening, which does the trick here as Renegades doesn't hear it, and Naked is able to flank up ramp where he kills csgo before getting traded. Figure does the same move except Art will nade open the door as his teammates spam inside lobby. Nickelback smokes door from inside vet. He's on the back wall, aims in the middle of the line, then left click throw. This smoke will cover the door, but it does extend out, so be careful if any T's try to lurk through it. Dexter smokes Unbreakable from small blue. He's gonna jump on the edge of it, aims as shown, then left click throw. Mouse will use this smoke to give them cover from CT yard and lockers as they enter into main. Quick tip, if you don't know, you can shoot through the vents, which Stown does here while being on the ladder. He wallbangs BMOS through the vent and kills him. This wallbang works the opposite way as well, so BMOS could have spammed down the vents and killed Robs if he wanted to. NartOutHere smokes Heaven from behind sign and water. He's going to aim at the rail, then jump throw. This smoke lands much faster than the default one and also lands inside Heaven deeper. As a result, CTs can't really jump out the smoke without being hard punished. Kerrigan has a BX-cute nade set from behind Sign and Water. First he smokes Heaven with a different lineup compared to Nikodas, which his smoke comes out more towards on balcony, then throws 2 sight flashes. The first one he aims at the corner here, then left click throw. Then the second one he's going to aim at this part of the wall and jump throw. Afterwards he mollies pit ramp by aiming at the bridge here, then left click throw. Roy has a nade set from long behind boost where he smokes bank and mollies dice. He will position in the middle of the N and T while standing. To throw the bank smoke, he aims at the rail here near the A, then left click throw. As for the dice molly, he aims at this line below the dark smudge on the wall, then jump throw. Afterwards, he throws a standard flash left of long A. Testis is going to smoke monster from the map. He positions with the number 2, aims at top of this vent, then jump throw. This smoke lands towards monster entrance towards the T side. Also, it does not leave any gaps. Testis jump spots a boost and he spots a CT. He's going to communicate to his team that, and Senpai pushes and gets killed by Cadian. Stown over in mid flashes and Testis swings and kills a blind Alex. To throw the flash, Stown is near the right wall, aims at the rail, runs a couple of steps and jump throw. We see from Alex's POV he is super flash and can't react to it. What's funny is that Heroic are gonna get a taste of their own medicine on their CT side. Tessa's close to boost is gonna get flashed by Sunpayas over in mid, and that's gonna set up Dave 1G for the kill. The flash does miss and hits the umbrella, and luckily Tessa's was close to boost, otherwise had he been in the corner he wouldn't have gotten flashed. Inters throws a super easy front bathroom smoke from playground, position with the middle of the flower, aim here, then left click throw. In one of my trick videos, I showed Apex flashing water from this position, but he could also flash monster from the same position by aiming here, then left click throw. Unfortunately, we don't get to see it in play here as nobody heroic is on the opposite end. Bit has this off angle underpass behind the stairs. He's gonna kill Flit and he gets traded, but what makes this angle unique is that you'll see from Flit's POV his gun blocks his vision. This is where the console bind CL_ right hand could come into play. If he switches his gun to his left hand, he most likely sees Bit. Device will smoke short from outside monster. He positions with this triangle, aims here, then right and left click jump throw. NIP will execute B with a short smoke and a heaven smoke with flashes as they go out monster. One thing to keep in mind as you make your way onto B site is to watch for the sandbag boost. Here's a quick tip: if you're playing on top of the trash can inside long bathrooms and you're looking to the left, then your gun could be sticking out, which Device spots Boomish's gun and gets an easy kill onto him. Yuri is going to smoke T stairs at the start of round. He is on top of the flowers, aims at this bush, runs 2 steps forward and jump throw. This smoke can be used to take fountain and playground control. It blocks off the T's vision if they're holding behind the stairs, however Inters doesn't respect the smoke and he goes through it. That's the end of the video. Please subscribe if you haven't, like the video and comment. I worked super hard and watched all these matches to provide you all these tricks, nades, and tips. Shout out to ggpredict.io for the sponsor. Make sure to check them out in the link below. Until next time, NartOutHere, peace.